Hello YouTube. I thought that this week, since I actually go to charity shops several times during the week, probably 3 or 4 days a week I end up popping into a charity shop somewhere, I thought this week, instead of doing lots of individual charity shop hauls, I would kind of do one video with the whole week's hauls filmed within it. Am I making sense? So here is the stuff that I picked up yesterday. First up then, this is just Evans. It's nothing particularly exciting. It's an Evans top, black and white daisy print. It's a size 26 to 28, and I picked it up because in the St Peter's Hospice it was in their sale down from £3.99 to £1.99. So that should go reasonably well. It's got, you can't really pick it out on the camera, but it's got quite a nice pin tucking detail here. So yeah, £1.99. I'll probably sell that. I'll probably put that on at 10, I would have thought. Evans is usually quite reliable. This is Joe Brown's, and again this was in the hospice sale. It was £5.99 and they took it down to £3. 50s style floral print dress. I don't like it very much, if I'm honest, but Joe Brown's is quite popular. It's only a size 14, I think, but even so, for £3 for Joe Brown's, I thought I would give that a go. It's not really my thing. This is, this is a scarf that I bought for me. You're not interested in that, I'm sure. I've got this little comforter. This has various teething bits on it, and I think it's Bruin brand, I believe. Oh dear, my eyes. You can tell you're getting old when you start doing that. Yeah, Bruin Toys. Bruno Comforter, there we go. So, I don't know what that'll go for. I haven't researched my prices on that one, so I will have a look and see what that'll go for. Swimwear as usual. This one is Mamas and Papas. So this is a maternity swimsuit, and it was down in their sale. Started at £3.50 and went down to £2. That was 10 of Us Cancer Care. So it's a size 12 maternity. So I thought that might be worth a go for £2. This is a 2-part top, and when I picked it up to fold it, when I bought it in the shop, it fell apart. So it's phase 8, and then you've got this top layer, which is very sheer, has a zip at the front, and then the underneath jersey vest layer, which looks like that. And that was down to £4 in the 10 of Us sale. So I thought £4 for phase 8. I think that top layer is silk. Don't quote me on it while I check. Bear with. Feels like silk. Yeah, 100% silk. So yeah, I think that'll be okay. That should probably go on at 15. Phase 8 silk, 2 layers, probably gone at 15. So this is a bit of a triumph. I have been searching for this. I bought, bear with, let me find that. It's in that. I bought this box set. Talk amongst yourselves. I bought this box set from the car boot sale months and months and months ago. It's the Best of Blyton, and it's the first 5 famous 5 books and the first 5 Secret 7 books. Except when I got home, if you look closely, you'll see it's not the first 5 Secret 7 books. It's only the first 4 because one was missing, and that annoyed me somewhat, because the chap didn't mention that when I bought it. I didn't notice. I suppose he's not under any obligation to point out when I've been an idiot. But anyway, I've been searching around for the missing book for ages. I had a picture of, because of course the Secret 7 has been released in many different formats, lots of different covers, so I walked around with a picture of the book on my phone, and yesterday I finally found it. So I will take off the 99p label from St Peter's Hospice. I do like St Peter's Hospice. I don't know, I think it's just a Bristol charity. It's our local cancer hospice, but their stickers are very peelable, unlike some, so you can take them off very easily. So take off the sticker. For some reason it doesn't seem to fit very nicely in the box, but I'll squeeze that in a minute without trying to break the box. So there we go, finally got my missing book for the set, and that will be able to be listed now. Nowhere to put things, literally. I'm just walking around. Look at this, the complete bod. Do you remember bod? I mean, maybe it shows how old I am. I think bod must have been re-released at some point, because it's got yeah, it says Cult Kids Gold presents every single episode of Bod ever made on one fantastic video, plus this video contains 5 extended programmes as originally broadcast, featuring stories, songs, games and the unforgettable, I've forgotten him, Alberto Frog and his amazing Animal Band. So I thought, this is 70s, people must remember Bod. I remembered Bod and went, ooh, so other people must remember Bod and go, ooh. It was £1.50. Sure there's a couple of quid in it. If not, I'll watch it myself and relive my past. This is not car boot. This was something a friend gave me to sell. It's been in the boot of the car. Sorry, not charity shop. Been in the boot of the car for forever and a day. So I thought I probably ought to take that in and sell it. This is also phase 8. It's just a little phase 8 knit top. And then also in the 10 of Us charity shop sale, this one's Bowden. It was originally £4.50 and it went down to £2.50 in the sale. It's quite new Bowden. That's the more modern Bowden label. So that's 100% cotton tunic top. Quite like that for £2.50. And this one again, £2.50. Now you don't get in our I don't know what it's like where you are, but in our charity shops, you do not get jewels for £2.50. You just don't. But yesterday I did. So this is jewels. It's double lined, cotton top, and I've been doing this for a while now, and one of the things that any of the clothing sellers will tell you is after you've been doing it for a while, you could cast your eye along a rack of clothing and you'll recognise certain materials, certain print styles, and you'll think that's going to be a so-and-so, that'll be a Monsoon, that'll be Bowden, that'll be Jules. It was all I saw was this button. This button just stuck out from a row of sleeves. It doesn't say Jules on it, or at least if it does, it must be in very, very tiny writing. No, it doesn't say Jules on it. But that little sleeve with that little button stuck out, and I thought that will be a quality brand. And when I pulled it out, it was Jules. Now, when I say quality brand, I want to talk about middle class. We're not talking about, you know, designer brand. But that will go, that Jules top I would expect to go for 15 to 20 quid for my £2.50. So a lot of people say, how do you know what to buy? And basically, the longer you do it, the more you start to recognise things and the more experience you get. So you make mistakes. I still make mistakes. There are God knows how many items of clothing behind me that I've had listed for a long time that are selling very slowly, so you might call those mistakes because they don't fly out the door. But you learn from your mistakes. That's how we progress as human beings. Look, we'll get all philosophical. So I will hopefully add to this video through the week with any more charity shop pickups I do, and then release it next weekend. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Hello again. It's later the same day. The bit I showed you this morning was yesterday's charity shop pickups, and when I took my daughter to work this morning, excuse my hair by the way, hedge backwards, when I took my daughter to work this morning, I did some charity shops on the way back, so I thought I'd very quickly add those into this video. So first up, I've got 3 necky Barbies, Knuckles Barbies, and they're all having shocking hair days, bless them. This one's also having a shocking waist day, she doesn't hint. I bought these because they were in the 50p box, and I thought all 3 were fully articulated. Fully articulated meaning jointed knees, jointed elbows and shoulders, turn around waist, and the fully articulated ones sell fairly well. Well, now they were 50p each. When I got home I realised only 2 of them are fully articulated. One of them is semi-articulated. She has knee joints and a dodgy waist, but she has no elbows. Oh, sorry, elbows is a family thing. Elbows is a family thing. So So yeah, they'll sell okay, but what I'll be able to do about their terrible hair, I do not know. How do Barbies get such bad hair? But yeah, 50p each. This is Jane Norman. Nice little sheer flowery top. The St Peter's Hospice. As I mentioned in the earlier video, the St Peter's Hospice is our local hospice care, and we have a lot of St Peter's Hospice shops in Bristol. So this is from another one. This is Jane Norman, little floral top, and that was down to £1. So it started at £2.99, so it wasn't expensive to begin with. 3 children's books, 2 old dolls, and a Harry Potter to add to my collection. I'll show you my collection one day. My collection is not my own personal collection; it is 4 bundles, but yeah. So 3 for £1 on those. I picked this up because I thought, oh, Starbucks. People tend to like Starbucks stuff. I sell very well Starbucks cups and things. He was only £1.99. He's a Starbucks Barista Bear. There's his little tag. And I don't know if you can make out the date. He's from 2009. So he's the 85th edition in the Barista Bear collection. And he's the 2009 Halloween bear, autumn 2009. He's got his little pumpkin and his little trick-or-treat bag. 7 to 10, so nothing very exciting, not as good as I was hoping, but still, he's interesting. Minnie Mouse, she's from Walt Disney World. She's got her original hang tags on there. She was £1.50. Cheerleading Minnie. Look, give us a E. E, give us a B. B, give us an A. A, give us a Y. Y, what have we got? eBay! Maybe not. Oh my god. The depth to which I have sunk. Anyway, Minnie Mouse, a cheerleader Minnie, still with her hang tags, £1.50. She should come in at around about 10 to 15, I would have thought. This is an interesting little pickup. I love this Happy Jackson stuff. Happy Jackson London. There's your little tag there. They do a range of, they do travel mugs, they do lunch boxes, all sorts of funny little stuff. And I spotted this, and this is a travel stuff, there we go, travel stuff wallet. It says on there, travel stuff, note to self, foreign money is not pretend money. And then inside you've got slots for your passport, your travel money and tickets and stuff. And I picked it up because I really liked it, but then I came home and checked it out on eBay. Brand new. I'm going to sneeze. Oh dear God. Excuse me. Brand new, these go for £17 to £18. I would have listed this as brand new without tags, but I don't know if you can see here, there is a little grimy mark here on either side, so that's going to have to go as used. I might be able to get that off with some wet wipes, but even so, it'll sell as used, and I should imagine to fetch 10, maybe 12 for that, so that was quite interesting. Unexpected pickup, really. This is Bowden, as I was saying this morning. This is from the newer tags, Bowden, and this was £4. I picked it up just because it was pretty. And £4 for Bowden is not bad in our shops. And then finally, this is LK Bennett. It's a brown, 100% linen, fully lined dress. There we go. It was £7. I don't normally spring £7. I'm a bit tight-fisted. But it was £7 and I thought I would give it a chance as an LK Bennett. So there we go. That's today. Speak to you soon. It is Tuesday morning, and these are just 4 charity shop pickups from yesterday afternoon. Very pleased with these. It was only a very brief run in, but it was very fruitful. So these are LK Bennett orange suede Blockhill shoes. They were £6. They were in the window of a Clifton charity shop, which is normally very expensive. I'm not sure why they were £6, but I pounced on them. LK Bennett for £6 in good condition. Lovely. They've been listed now. I've listed them at $44.99 or best offer. Sea Salt Cornwall bamboo cotton tunic dress. That was $5.99. I've listed that at $19.99 or best offer. This is an Orla Keeley scarf. Orla Keeley is always worth looking out for. She's very popular. I personally think these prints are very ugly. I can't find the label. Bear with. No idea where the label is. Yeah, I don't personally like the prints, but there we go. Orla Keeley. Very popular. I paid $1.99 for that, and that's been listed at $24.99 or best offer. And then this is a Body Shop Neroli Jasmine. You see the Neroli Jasmine set. This is a discontinued line. It's a retired line from Body Shop. It's very popular. I listed that at $39.99 or best offer. So it will be interesting to see if I get the prices I've asked, won't it? If I do, we're looking at 85, 100, about £130 for a 6, 8, 14, £17 spend. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Speak to you soon. Hello YouTube. Tuesday afternoon, a few charity pickups this lunchtime. Thought I'd add them in. Here we go. This one then is a Joe Brown's dress with a tie back detail. There we go. And it was in our local Bernardo's charity shop. I picked this up today. $4.99. That's really good for a Joe Brown's dress in this area. We don't usually find Joe Brown's at those prices. So I've had a really good couple of days for what I would say around here is unusual labels. This is all from the Bernardo's charity shop this lunchtime. I only popped in because I had 2 seconds spare. This one's Jules. Sorry, bear with, my battery one has just come up. I do hope that doesn't show on the screen for you guys. This was Jules, and it again is a floral print dress, and that was £3.49. Again, amazing for Jules. I don't know what's going on at the moment. They must be overstocked somehow. Jack Wills, not a brand I often pick up. It's one of those brands that can be a bit variable. Some things sell and some things don't. But it was a very pretty white crochet lace summer dress, and it was £3.99. So I thought we'd give that a go. Skater style dress, I think. I'm not sure. I have to look up some keywords for that one. A swimming costume. This is by the brand, oh God, was it Regatta? My head! I can barely remember. It's still got the hygiene liner attached, so it's brand new. Resort. It's a 36G, which I thought unusual size. That might go quite well. Resort is a catalogue brand according to the label here. Shop Direct Home Shopping Limited, and that was £1.99. So yeah, 38G, unusual size. If I was a 38G, I might be find it difficult to find a swimming costume. Don't start barking, buddy, just because you now think you're famous and you want to be online all the time. This one, also Joe Brown's, but this one, brand new with tags. I can feel a sneeze coming on. This is a size 18, which will be popular because it's a larger size. It was £3.99, and it's kind of a long tunic top. Excuse me. Oh dear God, if it's not the dog, it's me sneezing. Excuse me. Tunic style dress. So brand new with tags. I wonder what that would have been new. It's not a price tag, it's just, again, a label tag. So I'll have a look and see what that would have been new. So yeah, very good for Joe Brown's new with tags, that price. Oh, Joe Brown, not Joe Brand. She's someone else entirely, isn't she? So I've got Stifles now. Now this is a brand I haven't heard of. The brand is Tweeds, and I picked it up because it is 70% lamb's wool, 20% Angora and 10% nylon, and lamb's wool Angora mixed stuff usually goes quite well. It's just a simple cardigan, but as I say, it's not a brand I've heard of, so have a quick look. Oh dear, oh dear, excuse me, snivelling now. Completed and sold listings. That should go for 15 to 20 according to this. So yeah, that's reasonable for a princely sum of £2.99 layout. There we go. Always good to pick up the luxury wools. Anything made from the luxury wools is usually good. Now, last summer I had a long dress by a company called Comptoir des Cotonnières, which is a French brand, as you may have guessed. I'm probably pronouncing it horribly wrong. Comptoir des Cotonnières. Sorry, France. I do apologise. This was £1.99. It's just a nice little summer blouse. And when I looked up the dress that I had here, I discovered that they're quite expensive new. So when I saw that for £1.99, I thought we'd have that. This is Jules again. It's just a Jules polo shirt, navy with beige trim, size 16. It was originally £3.49. They reduced it to £2.49. So yeah, Jules is always nice. And then the last clothing item are these. These are Earth Spirit. They are, in my opinion, not very attractive. In my opinion doesn't have to be the same as yours. But they were £3.49. They're not very worn, and they're quite an expensive brand when they're new. I also bought, which you're not seeing because it's too big for me to hold up, but I will try and drop in a stills photo once I've taken one. I also bought a Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles Secret Sewer Lair. Try saying that. Secret Sewer Lair. Which is a large play set. It was all set up in the shop, so it was £14.99. It should go for... It's not got the box, so without the box I'm expecting 25 to 30. With the box they seem to go for 50-ish. So yeah, I spent £45 today. I've got quite a few nice bits. Shush, buddy. Do you want to be in? Come and see. Come here. Come and see. Up. Come on, up. Jump. Come on. Buddy. No. Buddy doesn't want to be in. Buddy wants to go and shout at people who are out in the street. So, Kai, do you want to be in? Come here. Come here. Up. Come up. There we go. Look. Look here. Look here. Put your head up. Look here. Ah, look. Hello. There we go. That's you. That's Kai. Kai's the hoof. There we go. Hoof. Yes. And now they're both going to go downstairs and shout at people in the street. So, thank you for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye-bye. Good evening. It's Thursday evening, and firstly I apologise, I'm sitting here with wet hair just out of the shower and I'm doing this in my pyjamas because I suddenly realised that if I didn't film it now I wouldn't have time to do it tomorrow, because I'm off to Taunton with Caroline tomorrow to meet Caroline for a day rummaging around the charity shops. So this is quite a nice little haul from today, and if I don't get it filmed today then I'm going to end up with a backlog, so I thought I would show you today's charity shop pickups. Now, one of my favourite little charity shops is closing down. They put a notice up in the window a couple of weeks ago saying that sadly the actual function of their charity is becoming defunct. You know, they don't get any much use, not much clients using the charity anymore, so therefore they don't need the shop, so they're closing down, which is a shame because it's one of my best bargain shops. But I thought I'd go in today and see what they had going on, and so I've got a few bits to show you. Starting with this is a pack of cloverleaf coasters. Now, you'd think I'd learnt my lesson. Those table mats that I sent out earlier this week, which you won't have seen that video yet, but you will. Well, hopefully these will go for a bit more. It's a full set of 6 coasters, 70s cloverleaf, 70s, maybe 80s, in their box, and looking at completed and solds. I think I should be looking, these are Edwardian Country Diary designs, so that should help. And I should be looking at maybe 10 quid, and I paid, you see that, £1. There you go. For these I paid 50p each. Now these are Roald Dahl, but they're actually the screenplay version of each book. So I've got James and the Giant Peach, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Danny the Champion of the World, and they are plays for children adapted by various people, Richard George, David Wood. So I thought they're in plainly, completely brand new condition. The spines are unbent, they're all in lovely condition. For 50p each, I thought I might get a tenner for the 3 on those. And then a lot of the clothing was reduced down, so I think most of the tops I bought were 50p. This one is Rogers and Rogers, which is Matalan's plus size range. It's just a red, blue and white. I might move you back a little bit, off you go, and then you'll be able to see more. Red, white and blue. Simple t-shirt. It is 50p. I wouldn't normally buy something this simple, but for 50p for a plus size, size 28. So that should go for probably 8 or 9, I would have thought. Maybe 7. It's another scarf for me for my collection, which is growing rapidly. This is Evans, and it's a size 24. Just a check shirt. Again, I bought it because it's plus size and because it was 50p. You know, on a 50p spend, there's bound to be a return for a plus size item. Again, plus size. This is Balsamic. It's a size 22 to 24, and it's just a simple t-shirt with a sequined trim to the neckline. I've done quite well with Balsamic stuff, so yeah, for 50p again. This one is not particularly plus size. It's a size 18. I don't think that's a plus size, but I suppose a size 8 person would. But I picked it up. It's only Asda, but it is brand new with its tags. And again, it was 50p. It's quite a nice little lace collar trimmed summer top there. Like I said, 50p. Was it 50p? That was a pound. I tell lies, it was a pound. But brand new with its tags, so I thought that was worth going for. These are, they are Do, which is the Sainsbury's in-store clothing range. Again, brand new with their tags. £18 originally, and they were reduced to £1 in my charity shop. What made me laugh was that £18 originally in the shop, and the charity shop price, can you see that? Originally £18 as well. So they thought they could get £18. I can kind of see their logic. They're brand new, they're £18 in the shop. Why shouldn't we charge £18? Except that people will not pay £18 in a charity shop for trousers. They just won't. They won't do it. So they're just cream linen trousers. They're half lined, which is unusual. That you know, makes quite nice quality. And I don't normally buy Sainsbury's, but again, for the price, brand new with their tags. Shush, buddy, you can't be in the video. He wants to be in all of them now. Do you see what your people have done, encouraging him? Marks and Spencer's, size 24, reduced to £1. Buddy, shush. And these are black linen shorts with a belt. And again, M&S, size 24. Gotta be money in those. A Filofax for the princely sum of 50p. That should go for about a tenner, I would have thought. Very simple little Marks and Spencer's white linen top. It's only a little white linen strappy top, but it was 50p, and I thought it was quite pretty. Again, Marks and Spencer's is a good, reliable brand. Usually get a good return on that. This is a one-piece swimming costume. Again, it's only Georgia Asda, but it was down to 50p, and I do okay with one-piece swimming costumes. People don't like their tummies hanging out all the time. But for those that do like their tummies out, I've got a bikini. It's Debenhams, I believe. Yes, gorgeous at Debenhams. It was £1. It's quite a nice, you know, full brief and a large cup. I think it was a 38 something. 34G. So again, lady with a big boobie might be looking for a bikini. Well, not one big boobie. She'd be looking for a monokini though, wouldn't she? Wouldn't want a bikini. Don't know. I might be talking complete and utter nonsense. Jane Norman. Quite unpleasant, really. Sequined jersey dress, but it's Jane Norman. It was 50p. Jane Norman usually sells. Ever since the stores went, it sells quite well. So, and then I've got the last three in here. Are 3 dresses. These were all £2 each. This one is Peruna at Marks and Spencer. I can't find the top of it. There we go. Peruna at Marks and Spencer's. Just a really nice flared floral cotton dress, and that again, like I said, £2. This one, this was quite unusual. This is Monsoon. I thought it was silk when I picked it up, but it's not. It's polyester or nylon or something man-made. It's just a column dress, navy blue, beautiful embroidery detailing on the bottom. I don't know if you'll get that on the camera. It's really, really pretty, but it's a very, very much a sheath dress for a person with a sheath-like figure. I don't have a sheath figure. I have more of a gourd figure. And then this one, this is Laura Ashley. I paid £2. It's still got original tags on it. The original price was £85. You can see in Laura Ashley they've reduced it first to £50 and then to £25. The charity shop were trying to sell it at £20 and they took it down to £2. So it's quite a pretty dress, polka dot dress, Laura Ashley, flared, ruffle front. Quite a nice little number for £2, brand new with its tags. I would hope that I can get, I would hope to be able to get 25 to 30 out of that, maybe more. I might ask Caroline's advice tomorrow. So there we go, that's today's pickings. My to list pile is now reached level almost with, you know, sort of waist height, so that's really got to be done. I've got a to photograph pile here. I've got a bundle that I've been happily ignoring, and then around the rest of the room there's still a secret sewer lair and several baskets of laundry that I have no space to sort because my room is full of stuff. So I'm getting a bit snowed under, and tomorrow, as I say, I'm off to Taunton with Caroline to buy more stuff. Make hay while the sun shines, they say. Speak to you soon. Good evening. It's Friday evening. I've just, not just, but a couple of hours got back. A couple of hours ago, dear God, got back from spending the day in Taunton doing the charity shots with Caroline, Mrs M. And I thought I'd show you what I got. So you may be able to see this just in front of you. This is a stack of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 in varying sizes thimble display racks. Didn't like that. They were all 99p each. In wherever we were, Bernardo's or somewhere. And I bought them because I bought some thimbles a while ago that I didn't actually want to buy. It's a very long story. You'll be able to find that story on Caroline's channel. And I did better at the racks than I did at the thimbles themselves. So when I saw these today for 99p, I thought we'd give them another go. I also picked up this camera. This is a Canon, excuse me, dry mouth. A Canon X70W. There we go. With a zoom lens. Not, oh, apparently it's got a low battery. Look, little thing flashing at the back telling me there's a low battery. Why am I not surprised by this? What I am surprised by is the fact that it's switched on. Yeah, only $1.99 and not worth a great deal. Probably go for a 10, maybe 12. But I picked it up just because, why not, at $1.99? in the same shop, I got 4 paperback books for, again, £1.99. They were 59p each, or £1.99 for 4. So there's 2 Judy Blooms, 1 Chalet School, and yet another Harry Potter to add to the massive collection under the bed. And these are not a brand I'd heard of, Inch Blue baby shoes, but Caroline had heard of them, so she said that I'd done okay there. And the good thing about them is that when I opened the box, there are 2 pairs inside, not 1. They're very, very cute. Not quite cute enough to make me want to spend any time with a baby, but very cute all the same. They're kind of elasticated and very, very soft leather and really nice. And apparently, according to Caroline, it's a good brand. So, yeah, hopefully we'll make a profit on those. And then, bear with, I picked up 4 of these Weetabix 70th anniversary bowls. I picked them up because I saw Ben mention something similar. Although his bowls were round, he mentioned them in his one of his pickup videos from a couple of weeks ago. And when I showed Caroline what I got, she said she had sold a set recently for £18. So for £1.99 for the 4, hopefully I should get a nice profit on those. I got a very heavy book for me. This is for me. This is the Mitfords, Letters Between the Sisters. I find the Mitfords a fascinating family. Read their autobiography. No, their biography. You can't have an autobiography of 7 people, can you? Read their biography last year. Really enjoyed it and decided that I would chuck £2 at this. And it's not really bedtime reading, is it? Look at the size of that. That's gonna, yeah, drop me. I tend to read in bed, and then when I fall asleep, I drop the book on my face. If I drop that on my face, you may never see me again. Okay, and then in the bag, a pair of Riker really, really ugly shoes. Almost clog style, but they are unworn, I would say. Possibly worn once, but when you look at the bottoms, possibly unworn. And they were £6. Ugly shoes there. A candle which I'm still not sure whether it was worth buying. It was only £1.50, and it's from the Soy Company. And I don't know whether that's good or not, but I'll research. And if not, then I'll just burn it, because it's got to smell better than the smells that come out of the backside of Buddy. Have to be smelt to be believed. These are Calico. Let's see if I can find you the label. There we are. Calico. Can you see that? And they're just very, very soft. Oh, it's a skirt. I thought it was trousers. There we go. It's a very, very soft skirt. There we go. Long beige skirt. I thought they were trousers. Just discovered a tiny split on the seam there, but that will be a couple of seconds to repair that, and they won't notice because it's on the seam. It'll just be stitching the seam up. So there we go. That was £1 on the sale rail. These are, oh sorry, 99p, not £1. So I'm saying lies again. These are Rohan. I find that these go well because they are very good quality outdoor gear, Rohan, for the kind of people who go for walks for fun. No idea why we do that. There you go, there's your label there, Rohan. And they were 99p. I think, if I remember rightly, I need to wash them. I think I saw a mark on them. I can't see it now. Yeah, there's a mark on the leg, so they'll need to go through the wash. This is just Evans, but it was a size 24. Evans purple blouse. Size 24, 99p. Very little wear. And this one is Laura Ashley. It's a woolen blend. And I just thought that might be, again, very little wear, very little bobbling on there. So I thought that might be popular. That cost £4. And then my last item for today, pop the receipts on there. Last item for today is just a Primark one-piece swimming costume. As you know, I'm doing quite well with swimwear at the moment, and one-pieces in particular. So there we go. That's today's pickups, and I will be uploading this pickups video after I finish with this clip, so you'll get to see them all. Speak to you soon. Bye bye.